Well, look, we like to be lots of top stocks. So IoT has become a good business for us. It's growing pretty meaningfully, but it is the year of AI. And it's ironic, this conference for almost a decade was all about 5G, and now this year it's the AI conference, just like most are. So but we have a big role to play in AI. We're really focused on the infrastructure underneath the GPUs, both in the web scale space, as well as helping our enterprise customers deploy AI workloads in an easy way. And so we're pretty excited about it.
Nvidia's halo effect is something that's been discussed on markets. I'm not sure how big that halo can stretch given the amount of partnerships I'm hearing about here at MWC, but Cisco could actually help power that halo by extending its runway, by tapping into the enterprise. What type of journey can you take Nvidia on, and how is that beneficial to you?
Yeah, Jensen and I started talking back in November, and he actually approached me about a partnership, and I jokingly asked him why he was approaching me. Shouldn't I be approaching him? And the reality is that we have a significant go-to-market engine on a global basis. We have great enterprise relationships, and much like what we do with a lot of the customers here, we help them deliver enterprise managed services and things of that nature. Jensen saw the opportunity for us to bring our Ethernet technology, his GPUs, some of our software stack, and actually create integrated capabilities that really simplifies the deployment of advanced AI workloads in the enterprise. And so that's what we plan to do. We've got some engineering work going on right now, and there'll be multiple iterations of it. So I think, hopefully we'll together make have a big impact on the enterprise.
What do you make of this cycle around chips? Because most of us cannot tell just how long that cycle looks like. You've seen many cycles. What do you think it looks like?
Of the chips?
Yes.
The current chips cycle?
Exactly.
Well, I think, look, these early training models are very GPU intensive. And so I think we'll get through that, and then I think you'll see more normal patterns. The enterprise will probably be a combination of leasing compute power from the cloud players, as well as creating some of their own smaller models on site, and that's what we're working on with Nvidia. And then you're going to also see, you'll see AMD come into the game, as we've seen already. You'll see Intel come into the game, and I think when the volumes start picking up, I think it'll be a little less frenzied than it is today.
I want to pick up on that word frenzied because there is a ton of AI euphoria on the stock market. Feels like we're in the weeds around AI here, how it's going to be deployed. Jamie Dimon said recently that AI is not hype. Do you agree?
Right. I do agree, and I think that the thing that's really different is that in tech, we tend to have very long hype cycles, right? We talk about 5G. How long did we talk about 5G before it was real?
A good decade.
And is it still real? No, it's real. And all of these new technology areas, we tend to talk about for 6, 7, 8 years about what it's going to mean, the impact it's going to have, and then we finally start to see it. AI, that time frame is just going to be very tight. We're going to see the impact of AI very quickly. And I think that's the big difference. And I think it's going to be have a meaningful impact on so many things.
I was talking earlier on CNBC that the mood is very split here. You've got the AI crowd that are very optimistic, and then you've got the 5G operators, the 5G crowd that are somewhat downbeat. And you fleshed out in the recent earnings reports that there's been digestion issues, too much inventory to digest. Equipment makers are now conceding that 5G take-up was just not as quick as they expected. What's going wrong with 5G?
Well, I think that I don't think anything's going wrong with it. I think it's we need to see the next wave of applications that are on the mobile devices that are going to really require 5G. I think most of the apps today can still operate effectively in a 4G world or an LTE world, whatever we want to call it. Many of the conversations we're having here with the communication service providers is around how do we help them deliver enterprise services. So much like the Nvidia discussion we were just having. Some of those based on 5G and some just based on managed cybersecurity offers, as an example. So I think while they're running the 5G play, they're also pivoting and making sure that they have highly relevant services that they can deliver to the enterprise customer. And some of those are built on private 5G infrastructure. They're looking at fixed wireless access off of 5G, et cetera. So there's a lot that's going on here. And I think that's where the opportunity lies.